Over the weekend, I discovered I had 2 rotting boards on my 25-year-old deck. I checked to see how the best way to do it was on YouTube, since I thought I'd try and replace them myself, and then I discovered a problem that wasn't on YouTube. And we have an upright here that is anchored through the beams. They probably should have cut through it at the time, but they didn't. And I have to figure out how to get the board out and cut around the upright. Not sure the best way to do that, but we're going to figure it out today, and I'll be back to show you how we might attack it. First time I've done this, don't know if it's going to make any sense, but we'll see what we can do. Be back. Okay, so we got the less involved board out. Minor issue resolved as to how to make the cut, because I was in a tight spot, and I simply pried it up as much as I could and used a 5.5-inch circular saw, just dropping it straight down, which gave me a fairly straight cut. Now if you take a look, you can see I have some edges there, and I am going to try and smooth those off with a Rockwell vibratory saw. Now it looks like that technique is going to work, and I will turn this off again now and come back when I go to the second board, because for the second board I have to come closer to the upright. So we'll see if I can get into that snug space the same way. Okay, be back. Okay, so we got the first board out. It neatened up with the vibratory saw. I have the second board propped up. I'm going to now try the same thing with the circular saw and see if I can drop that right down on my mark line, which looks like it just cleared the post. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm going to pull back on my guard. Being left-handed does not help here. We'll see if that's enough for me to break it out and then trim it up the same way. Well, it looks like I was able to get through with the Sonic Crafter and get the board broken out, and now I just have to neaten it up again. Okay, Okay, so we just have that little scrap to clean out now, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. So we have our boards cut out. We neatened up the cuts with the Sonic Crafter. We were able to get close to the upright without damaging it. And now we'll cut our boards, which we're going to do in 3 pieces because we taper out at about 9.5 feet. And of course I bought 8-foot boards. I don't have a truck. I had to buy what would fit in the car. So we'll do this in 3 sections and we'll see how they fit in. So I will be back again. So far so good. I think the hard part is done. So the job is done. I had to do it in 3 sections. Okay, the original boards were 12 foot. One of the sections I had to replace here was a 9-foot section. Of course, I got 8-foot boards. Like I said before, that's what would fit in the car. Now, it also turned out, despite taking measurements to the store, these boards were a bit wider than the boards that were on the deck. I don't know if that's how the industry standards are shifted or if it was just my mistake, but there was a 1/4 inch difference. We opted to go with them instead of looking to see if we could find the proper sized boards. The difference didn't appear too bad, and they were not going to be very visible since plants were going to be sitting on these anyway. So there we have it. We got the boards in. They're down. The Sonic Crafter is what saved the bill. You know, if it focuses, the Rockwell Sonic Crafter is what saved the bill by letting me get into those tight corners where I couldn't remove the whole board and ended up having to clean out splintered sections of the old board to get these in. So we did not have to remove the upright that goes up to the corner of the roof, and you know, the job is all done. Not perfect, couple compromises, but all in all, we're happy and the wife was happy. That's the important thing, so I don't get things thrown at me. Okay, so there you go. Good luck if you have a similar problem.